In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Instant Omni Pro Air Fryer Toaster Oven Combo. Now, as far as the setup and cleaning processes go, this is everything that comes in the box. As you can see, it does come fully assembled, so when you're setting it up, there's really not a whole lot to it. That being said though, it does include an instruction manual with some important safety information, as well as some information on how to use all the features. So I definitely recommend reading that in full before actually trying to use the appliance. Aside from that, once you get the hang of it and use it a couple of times, the controls are definitely pretty straightforward and simple. Now, as you can probably tell by the name, this appliance can do a lot of different things. In fact, it actually has 14 different functions. We of course have the more normal functions like air fry, broil, bake, roast, dehydrate, reheat. Pretty much any air fryer, toaster oven, convection oven, most of these appliances are going to have a similar set of functions. But with the Instant Omni Pro, you can also do things like slow cooking, for example. It also has a rotisserie function, including all the equipment you need to use that feature. And it even comes with the temperature probe that allows you to see the real-time temperature of your food while you're cooking it. And I can tell you from experience, this is definitely a really useful feature. What's even better about this feature in particular is that you can actually have it automatically shut off as soon as the food reaches the target internal temperature. So if you're cooking like a chicken, for example, this is going to be a lot easier and way more convenient than having to stick a thermometer in it every 5 minutes. So in general, it's definitely going to make your cooking experience a lot more pleasant. And speaking of cooking a chicken, the Instant Omni Pro is actually large enough to fit an entire chicken in it, or a 12-inch pizza. And not only can it actually fit these things, but it can fit them pretty easily, being about 15.5 inches deep, 14 inches wide, and 13.8 inches tall. For most of the common items you might be cooking or frying, you are going to have plenty of space. But at the same time, this toaster oven really isn't too big, and it most likely will fit on your counter without taking up too much space. If you're looking for a bit faster, more convenient way to cook your favorite foods like chickens, pizzas, maybe you want to fry something or even cook a lasagna or something like that, you want to avoid having to use your actual oven all the time because they can be a bit of a process to clean, warm up, all that kind of stuff. But you also want something compact enough to leave out all the time, that's not so big that it gets in the way when you're not using it. Then in that case, I do think the Instant Omni Pro is going to be the best of both worlds. Being large enough to really work with for a lot of different things, but also still decently compact, and definitely not so large that it just takes over your entire counter. In general, if you're looking for an effective, reliable air fryer toaster oven that not only has a ton of versatility and a lot of different features, but is also compact enough to easily fit on your counter, and overall is really simple and convenient to use, then the Instant Omni Pro is going to be a really good choice for you. But this was a quick look at the Instant Omni Pro Air Fryer Toaster Oven Combo.